Okay, with the gator hunt, the way that gator tags work in Florida for your average hunter down in Florida is sometime in February, the people who regulate gator hunting, they go out and they count the number of gators in different areas. And whatever numbers they get, they use those numbers to estimate how many gators are in the area and how many gators they have to get out of the area, which determines how many tags they're going to give out. Oh, that's going in the video.
No, it's not going in the video. No. So the way you hunt gators, okay. Our guide, he said, oh, you want to reel them in, right? And I'm like, what are you talking about, reel them in? You know, I thought he was messing with me. Apparently, the way you do it is you have a fishing pole with a big hook on it, and you literally hook the gator on the pole, and then you reel it in, like by hand.
Yeah. So the first gator that our guide got hooked into was massive, very strong. Both of us were trying to pull it out of the water, and at one point I was thinking it's going to be about 5 more seconds and this gator is going to be winning this tug of war. One thing you don't want to do is you don't want to wrap the rope around your hand to keep your grip in case the gator starts winning and pulls you into the water, which leaves you in a predicament of not only are your legs extremely tired from pulling, but you're almost out of grip strength to try to pull this giant thing out of the water.
Do me a favor. I need you to put that camera down. Don't worry about filming right now. Close it. Everybody clear?
Yep.
Shit! Don't set that point!
So after the gator broke the lariat rope, the fishing pole was still connected to it, so we got it in, decided it was too big, and our guide unhooked it and let it go. Looking back, we should have just harvested that one because it's probably a little bit smaller than the one we did end up eventually getting.
Initially what we wanted was a gator between about 6 to 8 feet long.
At this point, our guide let me try casting, and I hooked into a big one on my first cast, but then it came unhooked.
Any bigger than that, and these things, I mean, they're monstrous, and it costs more to process them the bigger they are. So we just wanted a smaller gator. I mean, obviously 8 feet is not like small, but that's what we were aiming for. The problem is the gators don't walk around with a sign saying how big they are, and we kept hooking these beast gators that are like 9, 10 feet long, all right? We're getting pretty tired, and I was getting sunburned, and I told Jen, I'm like, the next thing we hook, I don't care what size it is, let's pop it, okay, let's get this done. All right, so this next gator we hooked was 9 feet, 8 inches long, and I'm like, okay, that's the gator we're gonna get. Let's wrap this up. So we hooked this gator, it's huge. It's like just under 10 feet, and we let it go thinking like we don't want a gator this big. So we keep fishing for these gators, and we keep getting big ones, and then so we keep casting into this lake, and we hook the same giant gator. And I'm like, all right, this is it. We're just gonna pop this guy, all right? So we reel this thing in, and because we had already hooked it once, it was kind of tired. So getting it up onto the bank didn't take too long because this beast was already tired out. Okay, so we pull him up on shore. They did they tape his mouth? I don't remember.
No.
Okay, so we rope him. We get him all trussed up. He's all tired. He's just kind of laying there giving us the stink eye. And a gator that size is probably about 20 to 25 years old. So, you know, he was on his way to the nursing home anyway.
Put the bails on this. Grab that rope from me. Ready? No, I don't need you this. Okay. Ready?
We loaded up the crossbow, and initially the guy told me to hit the gator in like the very top of its, I guess it would be like its neck head area to get into its like brainstem, spinal cord, I don't know. The problem with that, if you don't know anything about gators, is they're basically covered in armor. So if you hit the top of the gator where it's got a hard like bony plate, your arrow is going to ricochet off and like kill you. So I'm up pretty close to this animal, and the guide said, okay, try to hit it, in the neck area, but don't hit the bony plate or one of us is gonna, go home in a pine box. So I'm a little nervous about where to hit this gator so that I get it in the neck and like kill it quickly without possibly injuring one of us. So I'm aiming a little too low. I hit it in the neck. I hit it in a decent place, but not right in the brainstem because, like I said, I was kind of afraid to hit this plate. So the guy told me, he said, okay, lung it. So I come in from behind at an angle, and I shoot it once right in the lung. It was a pretty good shot. It bled pretty good, and then I hit it again in the same general area just to make sure it was good gonzo. But yeah, the thing about gators, if you don't know, they have a central nervous system of like titanium. These things are like the Terminator. If you don't kill them correctly, they're just gonna keep on coming after you. So after you shoot them in the vitals, you have to sever their brain stem, basically, or this thing's gonna be like the zombie gator and be chomping at people. So the next step when you hunt a gator is you have to take pliers, loppers, and like dig in there and sever the spinal cord, and you also have to shoot it with a pistol directly in its brain, right below that little armor plate, or else again, bullet's gonna ricochet, you're gonna go home in a pine box. So hunting gators is you really do need a guide. It's not for kids. Don't try it at home. Gotta know what you're doing.
The guy had us feel the blood that's in the gator, and I mean they are cold-blooded, but it actually is different than any other animal. It's usually warm. It's a little bit cold.
A little bit gross.
So after that, we got a lot of pictures. We got the gator loaded up in the truck. We brought it back where they will process it. They're going to send us the hide because she's going to get a purse made out of it. Keep an eye out for that video. Make sure you subscribe. And we did bring a little bit of gator meat home with us. We brought a little bit of hog meat home with us. Thanks for checking out Backyard Broadheads, and please let me know what you'd like to see in future videos.